I want to talk about Jared. Jared from Subway. I love this story. It was reported on VH1's Best Week Ever, so it has to be true, allegedly. But anyway, apparently, before he lost all that weight eating Subway sandwiches, apparently he sold porn while he was in college. He would charge everybody like $1 per rental, which is actually kind of affordable. What?
I knew something was wrong with that guy. I don't know about you, but I would not want to hold or buy or touch those pants at all.
So you mean before he was eating footlong salami subs, he was dealing them? Is that it?
Extra mayo.
Yeah, I knew that somebody was going to make that condiment joke. But you know what? The thing is, he said his porn collection is vast and extensive. Right. I'm not surprised. Yeah, he looks like somebody.
We aren't either.
He definitely does. Yeah.
Frangela, do you think
seems right?
Do you know people with vast and extensive supplies of pornography?
Well, he was a lonely man. Right. There's only so much a sandwich can do for your social life. That's right.
That's true.
You know, you can't be that demanding.
I was going to say it depends, yeah.
Who advertises their porn collection?
It's true. But, you know, he looked like he breathed porn. It's like it just came out of his body.
What about him made you think that?
Just because of his look. I could just see it.
Is he too nerdy looking?
No, he looked like he breathed porn. Much like Bill does. Breathes porn.
It's behind the eyes, Greg.
But you know, the thing is, this Subway has not come out and verified this. They had no comment, and he hasn't said anything. So for all we know, this could be absolutely false. But Frangela, it did come from VH1, so what would you think?
There's just no way it's not true. That's right. Best Week Ever is basically the holy grail of journalism.
Yes, all tabloid is true. Absolutely.
That's the only place we get our news.
All right.
Especially if Red Eye backs it up.
Yes, that's true.
Exactly.
Now that it's on TV, it's got to be true. A British-made radio-controlled vibrator has been banned in Cyprus after it was branded a threat to national security. The military is concerned the mechanical member's electronic waves will disrupt the Army's radio frequencies on the island. So the vibrators are no more. The military is refusing to comment on the reasons for the ban, mainly because they're too busy writhing on the floor moaning. I don't know. Hey, we're back. We got a new guest, Noelle Hancock, Us Weekly online editor. How are you, Noelle?
I'm great.
Great.
How are you, Greg?
I'm okay. Have you ever seen one of those things before? That little egg?
You know, I never have, but all I'll say is if the women of Cyprus, you know, can't use their vibrators, the terrorists have won.
That's so true. Frangela, you must have an opinion on this.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is the thing. If a vibrator is stopping you from having a good time in Cyprus, then you need to move, okay? You know what I mean? And I'm just wondering, what frequency is their military on where small electronic equipment is a threat?
It's the sexy frequency.
That's what I'm saying. I got to go to Cyprus. You know what I mean? Like, that seems like it's off the hook.
Katrina, does one need to have a remote control device?
It depends what one is doing, I believe. No, I don't think it's necessary.
That's a cagey answer.
I know, do you like that? I'm being
cagey. That's a cagey answer.
No, but the other vibrators are allowed in Cyprus, so the women aren't totally...
Yeah, they can go use others.
So the conventional ones?
The more conventional, that aren't remotely controlled. Bill, you seem pensive, as though perhaps you lost an egg once inside you.
I'm going to give it another week and I'm going to cough this thing out.
What? Frangela?
What if you're in the other room, right? And you're like, "Ooh, I wish I could get my groove on," right? And so you yell, "Hey, could you use the remote on my vibrator?" You know, that's why you need it for like if you're busy doing dishes or something.
Yes, it's so true.
That's a lot of dropped dishes.
Yes, it is.
It's not like, honey, can you come in here? Can you press the button?
Just press the button.
Right.
In more ways than one. I want to end this segment on a somber note. Oral sex may cause cancer. I just want to throw that out there. That was out today. They said people who have had more than 5 oral sex partners in their lifetime are 250% more likely to get throat cancer than those who don't. I want to know, where did they find people who don't have 5 partners over a lifetime? I think this science is flawed. Bill?
Yeah, it's flawed. It's also said 250%,
which only means
likely.
It only means it went from 2 per 100,000 to 4.5 per 100,000.
Greg, you just did math.
I just did math. And on that note, I want to say, don't trust the news. Is what I'm telling you. Keep having oral sex. All right, keep having oral sex. All right.
That's my problem. Though, what if you went to Mardi Gras?
All right.
Like I went to Mardi Gras, and I feel like I should go to the oncologist right now.
You know what? Right now, I'd actually like to talk to just the ladies for a minute. So, Greg, Bill, Rachel, if you could take out your earpieces. Thanks. Okay, listen. I don't have much time. Listen carefully. I'm going to read this. The story we did about oral sex being associated with throat cancer is not true. They're lying to you. Don't believe them. The truth is out there.
Why are you looking at me?
Trust no one. Trust no one. Trust no one. Except me. Except me.
I want to talk about Antonio Navarro. He's my hero of the week. And normally I don't even have heroes. Can we just show a picture of this guy? This guy, that's his bed. He's 95% disabled. He drove that bed using his mouth down to a whorehouse. But he was drunk and he took a wrong turn and ended up basically in a main highway. And they stopped and they found he was drunk. And he was trying to get to a whorehouse named Jade. And I've got to tell you, man, I think this guy, I mean, everybody talks about Stephen Hawking, who's overcome disabilities. This man is a god. Who's with me, Frangela?
Yes, we are.
We love it. You know what he said? I am handy capable.
Yes.
And I'm not going to let the fact that I am paralyzed stop my fun Friday night.
That's right.
If I got to glue roller skates to my ass,
That's right.
I'm getting some booty. I'm getting some booty. I say he's a hero.
Yes, he is not disabled.
He's the wind beneath my wings.
Yes, he got drunk. How did that guy get drunk? How does he do beer curls?
Just well, he got that straw.
Yeah, it's a straw. But that's to get around, right? That's to operate the bed. That's not to drink.
Maybe they have a trade-out.
Yeah,
He's got a
they
little
also said that he was
there's an enabler.
95% disabled. Like exactly what do you
What's he gonna
expect
do
to
with that?
get at
He
the
can
whorehouse?
suck a drink through a straw. That's
Oral
what that means,
cancer?
5%.
Noel, how far would you drive for sex?
Well, I mean, my question is, who got this guy? He's 95% paralyzed. Like, how did he get wasted and out of the house?
That's true.
She didn't answer your question.
I know. I love how you threw that
She
question
evaded
back
that
at me.
very well.
That's very good. That's very good.
I would have been stunned.
I feel like Katrina. I feel like Red Eye should actually chip in and buy him a hooker and deliver it.
I think that's a really good idea.
But that would blow our budget,
Yeah.
among other things.
Well,
of
we have to
course.
get like a top of the line hooker. You know.
Exactly. We can afford about $50.
Yeah. I can get you a little cinnamon down on the corner.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get some change out that 50.
Did you see this picture of Sly Stallone? He was shopping in London, and he's sporting a mullet, and he looks like he's wearing a mask of his brother Frank Stallone. Noel, is this proof that celebrities who refuse to age end up looking grotesque?
Well, I mean, it looks like child molester hair to me. You know, I feel like Oprah and Dateline are going to be tracking down his hair and bringing it to justice. It's
He needs to pull it up. He needs to pull that up by the forehead. It's falling down.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to like get their knee on the back of his head and pull it back.
Yes. It's so Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. It's a suit. People suit.
Bill, do you think this is for some kind of role he's playing?
It actually is indeed, Greg.
I'm glad I asked you, Bill.
It is for the fourth Rambo installment, John Rambo, which he's currently filming right now. But unfortunately, it's a little too much black shoe polish and hair extensions for a role you played 20 years ago.
Thank you, Bill.
I just gave you a fact for the first time on this show.
And it bored the hell out of me.
Then
I think while you were explaining it, I was thinking about the unicorn. I was thinking about the unicorn.
I'd like to stab you with
in
that
a mullet.
unicorn.
There it is. A Croatian company made a dress entirely from human hair. Designers used 165 feet of blonde locks in this furry frock, which was modeled at a recent fashion show. The model stunned the crowds when she appeared on the catwalk while wearing the wiggy wardrobe. But no one was more stunned than the model when she was told backstage that the curiously curly follicles were not shorn from heads.
That's unhygienic.
I know. Bill wrote that, by the way, not me. I would never say such a... Would you wear, Katrina, would you wear something like that?
No, I wouldn't. But now I'm glad to know where all of the Locks of Love donations go.
Lots of Love is a pubic donation?
I don't even know what it is. On the USA Today website, they were talking about this hot new class in Vegas. It's at the Planet Hollywood. I have to slap in order to remember things. And it's Stripper 101, where people can go and learn how to strip and spend like $60. And the women who do this, they're basically like normal women, non-strippers, say they makes them feel sexy and, quote, liberated. Noel, what does liberated mean?
You know,
That's like in Reality Bites. Define irony.
No, but you always hear people say, oh, it's so liberating. Everything's so liberating. What is liberating? There's no such, oh, my clothes are off.
It means they're
I'll tell
fat
you.
feminists. That's what it means.
No, I've actually taken one of these classes, not at this particular place, but see,
Please stand up now and show us what you have learned.
No, I'm wired. I couldn't stand up.
I'm wired as well. Oh, you mean wired with
Stop interrupting her.
Anyway, but it liberating because you think you might feel a little shy, like, oh, I couldn't possibly do this. This is where men would be leering at me. But instead, you realize I am totally in control, and it almost makes you want to be a stripper just for one day, but not in New York State.
All right, all I want to say is, A, if you have to pay to strip, you're not attractive. That's all I'm saying. And B,
Katrina destroys that point.
I know.
Sir.
Wait, no.
I didn't pay.
She didn't pay. That's okay.
Yes.
All right, we got to move. Mike Cancilla from Albany, California writes, I watch the show as much as I can. Is Greg drunk most of the time? Perhaps. Andrew rules, and so do the shots of the leggy broad. That's Bill, by the way, right?